From unexplained deaths to unsettling mysteries that are yet to be solved, here are some scary things that are completely true. 1. The Dyatlov Pass Incident. In February 1959, 9 experienced Russian hikers set off into the Ural Mountains. They planned to spend a week skiing and hiking in the area before returning to their base camp. However, when they didn't show up for their scheduled meeting on February, a search party was sent out to find them. What they discovered was beyond anything they could have imagined. All 9 hikers were found dead near their tent, which was ripped open from the inside. Some of the bodies had severe injuries, including crushed skulls and missing eyes and tongues. It was clear that whatever had happened to these hikers, it had been violent and sudden. The Russian government initially claimed that the group had been killed by an avalanche, but this was later refuted by the group's leader, who claimed that there was no avalanche and that the group had been well equipped and prepared for all types of weather. Other theories include an attack by a wild animal or a secret military experiment gone wrong. But to this day, no one knows for sure what happened to the Dyatlov Pass hikers. 2. The Devil's Sea. Between 1950 and 1960, over 30 airplanes and 50 ships mysteriously disappeared off the coast of Japan. This unexplained phenomenon became known as the Devil's Sea and sparked a media frenzy in Japan. People began to believe that the sea was cursed and that there was a portal to hell located somewhere in the water. Of course, this is not actually true, but the sheer number of disappearances did pose a mystery to scientists. One theory is that the disappearances were caused by a giant underwater volcano that was located off the coast of Japan. However, this theory was later disproven when scientists discovered that the volcano was not active during the time of the disappearances. Another theory is that the disappearances were caused by a natural gas eruption. This would explain why so many ships and planes were affected, as natural gas can cause explosions that can sink ships and down planes. However, there is no evidence to support this theory either. There have been other theories proposed over the years, but the truth is that the disappearances remain a mystery to this day. 3. The Beast of Gavaudan. In 1764, a mysterious wolf-like creature began to terrorize the French countryside. The beast is said to have killed over 400 people in the Gavaudan region of France. The killings caused panic and fear throughout the country, and people began to believe that the beast was the work of the devil. A special group was formed to hunt down the beast, but it was never captured, and eventually the attacks stopped just as suddenly as they had started. Theories about the beast have ranged from a werewolf to a hyena. However, most experts agree that the beast was most likely a wolf that had been infected with a rare disease that made it more aggressive than usual. 4. The Voynich Manuscript. The Voynich Manuscript is a mysterious book that was written in an unknown code. The book is named after the bookseller Wilfrid Voynich, who purchased it in 1912. Since then, it has changed hands several times and is now owned by Yale University. The book is written in a language that has not been deciphered, and it contains illustrations of plants, astronomical charts, and other mysterious symbols. Some believe that the book is a hoax, while others believe that it contains secret knowledge that is not meant for the general public. There have been many attempts to decipher the book, but so far none have been successful. 5. The Mary Celeste. In 1872, the brigantine Mary Celeste was found abandoned at sea. The ship was sailing from New York to Genoa, Italy, when it was discovered. The crew of the ship had vanished, and there was no sign of a struggle. The ship's cargo was still on board, and the food and water were still there, suggesting that the crew had simply left the ship voluntarily. There are many theories about what happened to the crew of the Mary Celeste, but the truth is that no one knows for sure. Some believe that the crew was kidnapped by pirates, while others believe that they were victims of a mutiny. Still, others believe that the crew encountered a sea monster. 6. The disappearance of Amelia Earhart. In 1937, the famous aviator Amelia Earhart disappeared over the Pacific Ocean. She was attempting to circumnavigate the globe when her plane went off course and crashed into the ocean. Her body was never recovered, and her disappearance remains a mystery to this day. There are many theories about what happened to Amelia Earhart, but none of them have been proven. Some believe that she was captured by the Japanese and held as a prisoner of war. Others believe that she landed in the Marshall Islands and was killed by the natives. Still, others believe that she simply crashed into the ocean and that her body was lost forever. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.